Mayor Bill Bell, my friend Gary Rambo, Grace Zino, Wariara Mbugwa, Miriam Omala, all protocols observed, ladies and gentlemen. I am very proud to be here. But I want to begin by introducing some few people who have come with me here. I have here Mr. Rajula down there, who is a businessman from all around Kenya. Mr. Rajula is also an uncle to Senator Barack Obama. Since this is the day of African unity and African woman, I have come here with three very prominent women, and I would like to give you an opportunity just to come and say jambo in Swahili and make a few remarks. One has already been introduced, that is my sister, Akinyi Walkoa. If I ask the other ladies to come here so that you don't have to walk long distances to come here. Akinyi Walkoa is the chief executive of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Foundation in Kenya, a foundation that works on several fields like HIV/AIDS and also promotion of human rights in Kenya.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Yeah, as it's been said already, my name is Akinyi Walkoa Odinga, and I'm the Executive Director of the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Foundation. At the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Foundation, we promote the legacy of the late Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, and we've been working very hard as well on women's rights and trying to promote, women in political leadership. As it had been said before, the African women now are doing much better, especially in the leadership front. And we in Kenya, we are also trying very hard to sort of increase the women's participation, especially in leadership, political leadership. And as we are looking at the constitutional review and looking at the minimum reforms, we are pushing for the affirmative action, and we are pushing for the affirmative action, and we are saying that this time we don't actually want 30% representation, but we are looking at 50-50, so that the women are actually working alongside men and doing exactly what the men are doing. I'm very happy to be here today, and I want to thank the organizers for inviting us. I'd like to also just mention that as part of this trip, we are here to promote our presidential, candidate, who somebody like me has already decided who our presidential candidate is going to be. And as he's been going around, he's actually supporting the 50% representation. So we are ensuring that as we go along throughout this year, when it comes to the end of the year, it's actually implemented, and it's not just something that was said during the campaigns. Thank you very much.
Next one is a lady who is a women leader in Nairobi in our movement, the Orange Democratic Movement, Kenya. She is called Madame Rachel Shebes.
Good afternoon. I'd like to say that I'm here as a product of the initiative that was started many years ago by women in Kenya, which is fighting for the rights of women. I am one of the women who has come into the political movement in Kenya because of the space that was created by the women who came before me. And therefore, I, as a young woman who intends to be a member of parliament this year in Nairobi, I am committed to creating space for other women in Kenya. I want to say on a personal level that Ida Odinga, who has been mentioned here, opened the doors for me to become active politically, because in Nairobi and in Kenya, and in Africa, as I'm sure all of you know, it is not so easy as a woman, especially a young woman, to come into politics. Many doors are closed, even by fellow women. But I am glad that when I knocked at the door of Ida Odinga, she opened the door for me. And through her, I have met a man who I believe is even more of a woman activist than his wife, Raila Odinga. And that's why I'm here to support him. And I make no apologies to support a man who is ready to give us 50-50 representation. 50-50 representation, I know, is something that looks like a dream for many people, but with Raila Odinga, I know it will be a reality. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Next one is a lawyer and also a member of ODM. These two ladies are actually attending the Status of Women conference in New York. But they've been kind to come and accompany me here for this meeting. This lady is called Millie Odhiambo.
Good afternoon, everyone. As Honorable Raila has said, I wear different hats. I am a lawyer, but I'm not in corporate practice. My work has to do with protecting the rights of women and children, and that is my hallmark in Kenya. Today, I'm here in relation to two issues, one of which, as we've been told, we are attending the UN Commission on the Status of Women, but we also came here to support our candidate. From Kenya and Africa as a whole, we know there is a socio-economic renaissance, a cultural renaissance, and the renaissance has to do with the fact that in the past, we were told Africa is the dark continent, and nothing good comes out of Africa. I'm not going to emphasize what Dr. Mugwa said, but as you can see, we are showing the rest of the world the way. We have the first African woman president, a first even for America. And we beat you to it. Secondly, if you look at Rwanda, as you've been told, we have almost like 50-50%. Now, if I go back home to Kenya, we have started, and we are not yet there. Our presidential candidate believes very firmly in that. And that is why, when he comes and he says that he's going to have 50% representation of women, we don't come, adorn nicely, look beautiful, but we are intelligent women, we have a purpose, we have a position, and we have a focus. And that is why we are going forward. That is why we are going forward, supporting our presidential candidate. And I know many of you, this may sound mambo jumbo, or it may sound a little weird or strange because you don't know who our presidential candidate are, but if you believe in African unity, that is our party philosophy. If you believe in affirmative action for women, that is our party philosophy. And for that reason, in whichever little way you can support our party, you're absolutely welcome. Thank you.